Yo, yo, yo. You know it's another Monday. You know we're here at Black Bottom. So let's pull up them chairs and let's fellowship tonight because it's going down. Let's go.
Telling me what to say. This from the brains, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm that bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got. I get.
Hey, come on in. Let's come on in. Let's fellowship. Let's get this show started, guys. So get you some water, get you some fruit, roll you up a blunt, have you a beer, get you a cocktail. Let's leave them pills alone.
I've been waiting all night. Watch you blow a mile. Please don't come over, cause you're not sober. Yeah, now you know that ain't right. If you knew you was coming over, that would be a problem. If our friends knew undercover love and they would try to solve it. So yeah, you what they do, it stays between me and you, what they do, it stays between me and you. Hey, please don't touch me like that, cause you know I'll read it. Don't make me do that, I feel so foolish. No, breaking rules and that's facts. If you knew you was coming over, that would be a problem. If our friends knew undercover love and they would try to solve it. So you, what they do, it stays between me and you, what they do, it stays between me and you. If it's wrong, then tell me that I'm wrong. I don't care. It makes me happy. And if you're happy, then let's be happy. Then let's be happy. Yeah. Me, you, me, you. It stays between me and you. Me and you. One way. It stays between.
Don't know what happened right there. You know, technology always get to tweaking. So go on, get you some water, get you some fruit, roll you up a blunt, have you a beer. Just leave them, give you a cocktail, but just leave them pills alone. All right, let's go. That bottom. Right now, come on in, come on in. Let's fellowship tonight. Let's fellowship tonight. We getting it in. It's Monday. It's Black Bottom.
Here we go, put this miserable song on repeat. Cause you seem to forget how much you are hurting me. Do what's right, you say you will, but then you don't. You just don't. You don't care, cause you don't take me seriously. What's there to repair if you don't talk to me? You should know your time is up, I'm out, I'm done. So I put you on a lifetime sentence, and you'll no longer feel my presence. So you thought I would let this stay. Thought you knew me so much better. You're on a lifetime sentence, so now you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this stay. Thought you knew me so much better. So you thought I would let this stay. Thought you knew me so much better. Yeah. So you thought I would let this stay. No, that's right. so much better. You're on a lifetime sentence. Tonight you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this stay. Thought you knew me so much better. Cause I don't. So you thought I would let this stay. Thought you knew me so much better. So you thought I would let this stay. So I put you on a lifetime sentence. And I ain't never felt my presence. So I thought I would let this be. No, she knew me so much better. We're on a lifetime sentence. And I ain't never felt my presence. For me, so I thought I would let this be. No, she knew me so much better. Thought you knew me so much.
All right, come on in, come on in, come on in. Grab them chairs. We fellowshipping tonight. It's Monday.
Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white girl, she my medical. She like my baby mom, know how to take care of me, get my baby problems, gonna regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Can't do a front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. It's that smile. Lord knows I ain't seen that in a while, but it's your style. So something must be up keeping you down. You a queen that must be heaven sent. Pray my soul, I must repent for not telling you what I meant and how I felt. Honestly, I'm used to throwing wishes in the well. My conscience tells me that I could have helped without fail. Actions speak louder than words, and that's a lesson that I learned all by myself. Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white girl, she my pickle. She like my baby mom, know how to take care of me, get my baby problems, I'm gonna regret everything. So I let her know, I gotta let her know. Can't do the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. La 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 la. Love, 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 love. Feel it, baby. Stress is all around us. These high ceilings and our needs, baby. Pressure and make diamonds. I won't steal it, baby. Silent, baby. First to see you crying. I know you trying. Ain't no lying, baby. And I say I need you greedy if I have to share it. It was me that all along did you wrong. Thinking that I made you beautiful and strong. This toxicity that left me. I feel the day you gone. The most beautiful girl I've ever known. I'll find a way to treat you better. I swear there's no one out there like you. You teach me to be better. My talk is cheeky, that's what I do. I'm flying to the moon. Hope I'll see you soon. I'll find a way to treat you better. No problem, I'll do it. Let her know, I gotta let her know. She my white girl, she my makeup. She like my baby mom, know how to take care of me, get my baby problems, I'm gonna regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Can't do the front door, I'll be ready for it. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. La 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 la.
Come on in. Grab them chairs. It's fellowship tonight. It's Monday. It's the start of the week. And you know what it is. It's the Black Bar. So come on in.
There's a world inside my head. I get lost in it from time to time. One has a spare key, only one is inside of me. I'm addicted to escape. All I wanna know is space. So I stay. Hey. Oh, here we go. That's so awful. I don't really know what's wrong, 'cause I'm a restless soul. Oh, here we go. That's so awful. I don't know where to go. Yeah, I'm homeless soul. There's a war in me tonight. I try to stop it by escaping it. This game has lost its fun. Run me out, take me down. Hey, I'm addicted to escape. All I wanna know is space. So I stay. Oh, here we go. It's so awful. I don't really know what's wrong, 'cause I'm a restless soul. Oh, here we go. It's so awful. So listen. Oh, here we go. And it's overflow. I don't really know what song, cause I'm real restless. Oh, here we go. And it's overflow. I don't know where to go. Yeah, I'm on my soul. Oh, here we go. And it's overflow. I don't really know what song, cause I'm real restless.
All right, come on in. Come on in. It's Monday. It's Black Bob. Y'all know what it is. Let's come on in here. Let's fellowship. So come on in. Grab them chairs. It's going down. It's another week. It's another edition of Black Bob. So get you some water. Eat you some fruit. Roll you up a blunt. Have you a beer. Get you a cocktail. Get you some juice. Just need them pills alone.
Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been thinking for myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like okay. You never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe you're brave, boy, you're my weakness. Even we take the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like okay. You never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. You got me feeling some type of way. You make me wanna stay in on you. You're the reason I can't get out. I can't get. I just can't stop thinking about you. 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 I just can't stop thinking about you.
Hey, here we go. Here we go. It's time for the show. Yo, you are here at the Ross Cast. Come on, let's go.
Yes. I cannot say what's wrong or right. It's not hard to fool me. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading down, babe. I follow the edge of it all. I find a better one. Ooh, it's a simple life.
Come on in, come on in. Come on in, y'all. Let's go. About to get the show started. Come on in. Come on in. Happy Monday.
Nothing can stop me. 'Cause I'm addicted to you and I realize either way I follow. No need to say.
All right. It's Monday. Let's get it. What up, dude?
To the edge of it all. So tell me goodnight. So find a better one.
What's going on?
So simple life. Before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell me goodnight. So find a better one. So simple life. Before the moment flies.
Hey. We are back. Happy Monday, everybody. Peace and blessings to everyone. I hope everyone had a great weekend, and I hope everyone is striving to be the best version of yourself. I am Ross Lee. You are here at the Black Bottom Roscast. We double streaming, struggle streaming, as we always do. We are here on Facebook as well as on YouTube. So for all those that's on Facebook, you always tune me in that want to show support and give shout outs and whatever we have to do here at the Black Bottom. Go on over there to YouTube, subscribe to Black Bottom Roscast, hit the subscribe and the bell button, get your notifications of every time I post something, and like, share the video. Hey, what's going on? What's up? We're here for another Monday, another start of the week. Hope everyone had a blessed weekend. Like I said once before, yo to my moderators. What's up, Kane? What's up, OG Fun Size? Y'all holding it down. And like I say, it's also for all those that have not, please, I'm gonna keep saying this. Like the videos on Facebook, heart and like the videos. Hell, give me the frowny face. I really don't care. At least that lets me know that you interacting, Because I know some of the things that I say a lot of times, y'all don't be liking, but don't take it too close to the heart. Because God ain't through with me yet, and neither is he through with you. And hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's good. Hold on, let me see some things. I'm hearing some things going on. Okay. Man, I really appreciate the respect and the love I do be getting and some of the accolades. I know a lot of times I don't be feeling like that sometimes. And I think that's a personal thing that all of us deal with. Sometimes we deal with our own self um, understandings and things of that nature. And sometimes we might not feel good that day. Sometimes we don't feel like being bothered. Sometimes we feel a certain way about ourselves, whether it's how we live in our lives, how we look, how we feel, you know. But I will say it is a blessing to be able to wake up every day. You should take life more serious than what you take it if you're not. Because at any given time, you could not be here anymore. You'll be a memory. You'll be a t-shirt. You'll be a post up cardboard image. We got to take life a little bit more serious than what we take it. I understand everybody want to live their best life Everyone wants to, be lit, as we say. Everyone always want to get turned up and stuff like that. That's all good. There's nothing wrong with letting your hair down, relaxing, kicking it, enjoying yourself. If you work hard, you should play harder. That's the motto that I've always learned and known for quite some time. And I see those that work hard and they play real hard. They play harder than what they work, but they work hard so they can play hard. If you ain't working hard, what you playing for? You need to get on your grind. You need to get on your square. You need to get on your hustle, whatever y'all want to call it. But you need to just get on it. Because, hey, how can you enjoy some of the things in life if you're not working towards that, your life, your legacy, your future, anything of substance and relevance in the world? So how's everybody doing, man? Peace out. Peace going on. Hope everybody's good. I ain't gonna try to do too many rants. I'm not gonna try to, you know, um, well, I'm probably lying. I probably will be doing a few rants. I probably might say some things that might offend you from time to time on my shit, but that's okay. And that's what's up. That's good. That you good, Kane. And shout out to the FOE DJs and MCs. I'm in the mix with them. I've been doing some things too. I'm also thinking about doing something special on Black Bottom, at least one night out of the month. you know, for those that want to like somewhat see my DJ skills, like on a Monday night, like just for one night out the month, we can get away from the topics of the day. We can get away from all the dramas and the ills and the issues and the problems that, we see not only with ourselves, but maybe just things around us, if y'all wouldn't mind me doing like once a month, I get on here, do a little DJing, show off my little skills and stuff like that. Yo, ho, what's up, Gotti? What's going on, man? Step on in. I see you. Hey, I saw what happened, and because like I said, I don't hardly be online as often as I used to, as far as on Facebook. But I'm double streaming and struggle streaming tonight. I'm doing this live here on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you want to subscribe to the page, go on over to YouTube, subscribe to Black Bottom Roscast. So hit the subscribe, hit the bell, get all the notifications, hey, and check it out. What's going on? But I ain't trying to get too much off track as far as what's going on. Man, I've been good, man. I've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm out the club shit. I have officially retired and our organization is retired as of the levels and the circles that we used to deal with and stuff like that. Which it was just that time. Sometimes we all have to go and do bigger and better things. And I don't feel bad for it. I know a lot of my haters is happy for it, but I don't really give a fuck. And so what? You know what I'm saying? I had my time. I proved what I've had to prove. There's nothing more I need to prove. And if I decide to pop out either here and there or anywhere, I can do that. But other than that, I'm blessed, brother, and I hope you're doing good. I don't want to get into all the details as far as why you've been away, but I understand. And I'm just glad you're back home and you're safe and you're healthy. That's all that matters. But before we go any further, we're going to kick it off like I always do. This here live is sponsored by Ice House, Duff, Fiji water. Got to put that love in your body. And the word of the game. But y'all see the title. So, like I say, and I understand with some of y'all that have been watching me for weeks and months and all this other stuff, y'all probably pop in and out. I know some of y'all that don't really comment and hit the likes and hit the hearts. And hell, like I say, even if you don't like what I'm saying, hell, hit the angry face. At least I know you engaging with me. And that's your opinion on whatever I'm saying, how you feel. We all can't agree to everything. And I'm not about to sit up here and say, oh, we can agree to disagree. I'm just going to say, hey, you have your views. I have mine. I see things in a whole. And that's just what it is. just like you can't stop someone from thinking how they think and how they feel, how they express themselves. Are we going to do it in a productive manner? That'd be the question, you know. But I know y'all seen the title, you know. I'm going to talk about the topics, but before I go on, I know some of y'all just gonna be like, oh, here we go again. He about to be on some old buckethead, biscuit back ass shit, talking some shit. I'm gonna get my feelings. I might try to go find him and give him a kick in the shin. I don't know. Throw a boot at me. Some shit. But hey, like I say all the time, I'm not gonna be too long. I'm not gonna be too long. I know some of these little live streams, whether they on the Facebook, on the YouTube side, you know, sometimes they can go for hours and stuff like that. Like I say, I'm struggle streaming right now. I haven't even gotten all the equipment yet that I'm really needing and wanting to have to really expand. Because probably once I get all that, I'm going to cut it off on the Facebook side. I'm going to be strictly just doing it on the YouTube side. So I just want y'all to just before time, in the meantime, in between time, go on over there to YouTube and subscribe to the Black Bottom Roscast so you can have all the info and the notifications of what I do. But anyway, let's talk about the subject for tonight. I don't know y'all seen the title. And we here talking about selective equality amongst the people of the world today. This here selective equality is running our communities, our cities, even this country, even the world. This selective equality is running this shit in the dirt. And you probably asking, well, what do you mean by selective equality? Okay, we all live in a society where we're all striving to be good. We're all striving to accomplish something in this world, right? But there are times and there are situations in this world that an action, of course, is going to cause a reaction, but the outcomes be totally different depending on the people, depending on the gender, depending on the situation. But we're so-called in a modern society where everything is supposed to be equal, and it's not. Just like a white person can do a crime of heinous acts, and if another person of another ethnic background does that same act, that person might get more time or more scrutiny than the white person. The white person might get off on whatever the situation may be. Another ethnic group or black or anybody, they might get the shaft. That's a form of selective equality. You know, a man can sit here and be an older gentleman and want to date women who are younger than him substantially, not to the point where they're underage and then now you're looking at them like, what the fuck, you're a creep. You know what I'm saying? But just that's just what their preference are. And y'all are scorn them. You would down them. You would talk all madness. He a pervert. He molding. He on some KO shit. Stupid shit. All this. And y'all try to demonize that man. But a woman can do the same thing. And now y'all like, oh well, shit. Stella's getting her groove back. Yeah, she living her best life. She having hot girl summer. Selective equality. It might be a situation where a crime takes place. A woman in her feelings gets so emotionally irate that she gets other people involved in their situation with a person that they couldn't really handle themselves. So they felt the need to put other people involved and put a battery in their back. And so people can go, to her call and, come save her and deal with whatever situation that they, complained about and argued about, got, had to put out there. And it could have ended in a situation where the other party's no longer here, or that one of the parties that she put in the situation don't come back home. And when it hits the fan, that woman gets off. Or it's a situation when a woman, does the most heinous thing and gets in relations with a man, and things happen. A life is brought into this world for how it happens. This man takes on that responsibility to take care of that other life. That other life did not ask to be put here. Do everything right that he can do as a man. Then find out years down the road that that's not even your child. Paternity fraud at its finest. Women don't get any repercussions behind it. But let it be reversed. And the man did what they did with this woman, knowingly knows what's happening with this child, told the woman, look, I don't want this child. I'm not ready yet. Things ain't right now. I know we've been having fun. You've been slapping, man. Your booty look real nice slapping on my stomach on Fridays. Man, that shit be the bomb. But I ain't ready for all that. So why don't we, make some other arrangements? Won't we try to come to some kind of an understanding so I'm not at odds ends and you not stressed out because of this upcoming responsibility. This not like, having a fucking goldfish. It's not like having a hamster running around in a hamster fucking bin in your house and you feeding them every few times a day and all this other shit. You clean out the cage. It ain't like having, well, it's kind of, with animals like dogs, it's kind of like that. You got to put in just probably as much time as with a dog as you do have the child. Cats, they self-sufficient. They're like, give me water, give me sleeps, give me eats, and make sure my motherfucking litter's clean. And let me get the fuck out the house. And I'm good. I'll come back. You done fed me. I'm coming back. I don't give a fuck what you might think. You think I'm wild because I jumped out the motherfucking house? No, I'm trying to get the fuck out the house. Cats got to do what they got to do. You know? But like as far as what I'm saying, like he tell her this whole scenario, like, man, I ain't ready for all that. You know, let's just take care of this. Let's just do this. I'll give you the money for it. Some of them even take the money to do the shit. To don't do it. Say some bullshit. Oh, I'm too far along now. I can't possibly do it now. I'm hearing the little baby's heartbeat. I'm seeing the little heads and the hands and the feet and all this other shit. Even though the medical field is so fucking sick, they will delete a child. Damn near full term. If you give them permission to. The shit is brutal. I know on a morality standpoint, at that point, yeah, it's kind of inhumane and stuff like that. But you want to talk about humanity and we eat pigs, cows, and all the other kind of shit, hogs and shit like that. All right, what up? What up? One thing is selectively equal than the other. This woman says, fuck it, has this child. Dude done already told her, I ain't trying to be bothered with this shit. But because he's a deadbeat, now y'all want to put him in the system. Now you gotta have a lifetime, not only dealing with Joe punk ass, but dealing with a child that, not saying that he wouldn't have loved, but dealing with a situation that he did not want. But we can't just put it all off on her because he had a place in that too. He could have chose to bust in her eye. He could have chose to bust on her butt cheek. He could have chose to getting ready to come, pull out, and her favorite chair just. He could have chose to do all those things, but he didn't choose to do it because he was hot in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Some of us got to understand, and some of us can't lie about it. When you get hot in those moments, some of those moments get so intense. You like, fuck it. Nigga be like, I'm about to come. And then the worst thing that stupid motherfucker can hear is that woman like, come in me. Why y'all say that bullshit? Knowing damn well we just got set up. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Slow burn. Peace and blessings. You had the Black Bottom Roscast. Man, I'm double streaming. I'm struggle streaming on 2 streams. I'm on Facebook and on YouTube. Please go to YouTube and subscribe to Black Bottom Roscast. Be a Black Bottom member. But as far as what I was saying, now he's a dog. Now she goes all off on social media. You know, he ain't shit. He ain't trying to take care of responsibility. This, that, and the third. Hell, I ain't even heard some of the extremes that the man don't even have a say-so of what the fucking child's name is. Ain't that a bitch? I'm already accepted the fact that you said that after you took the money to go take care of your business, then you come back with some slick shit like, oh, it's too far gone. So I'm more morally, I'm not going to do that, which I can understand to that point, to that degree. Yeah, I understand that. I feel a certain kind of way too. But the man gets demonized after the fact. Now he got to come out his pocket with some shit for responsibility that he told her from jump. I'm not trying to do that. Even though he should have been better at how he handles himself and not, disrespecting your seed. And this is what us brothers, we got to do. I know some of us is far gone. We can't even talk about the shit no more. We can't bitch and moan about it no more. It is what it is. We got to deal with what we got to deal. But in order for us as a people, as a community, to improve and be a better version of who we are, we have to give that to the youth. We have to show that example to the youth. We have to tell them, don't do what the fuck I did. I ain't even trying to hear this, do what I say, not what I do shit. Like, you're a bad example of that. All of us can admit at some point or another that we made a bad example of something that we said don't do. We telling someone else don't do it, just for us to do it our damn selves. And then you got the audacity to get mad at them because they did it, and you told them, well, don't do it. But wait, motherfucker, you just did it too. So where's the line at? Where's the line get drawn at? See, the selective equality is getting a lot of motherfuckers in a lot of different situations that they don't need to be themselves in. Sometimes it's self-inflicted. Other times you're just a victim of circumstance. And we got to stop doing that shit. We got to have better judgment on how we move out here, who we associate with out here, who we tell things to. There's a lot of times we'll tell our most deepest, intimate issues to a person that we claim is our friend. And then when y'all fall out, that same motherfucker trying to throw you up under the bus because everybody wants to be a clown on social media. A lot of us don't want to use this platform to inform, to educate, to help, to grow. A lot of us use it to entertain, which one, that ain't nothing wrong with that. Can't be always 100% serious about things. There are times where we all deserve just to have enjoyment in life. You only have one life, so you should try to live it the best that you can. But that's one aspect. A lot of people use this social media to try to expose people, to try to make themselves appear as something that they're not, make an illusion, be a peacock nigga. Want to try to put someone on blast, want to try to, like I say, expose somebody, want to try to degrade somebody, want to try to drag their name in dirt because y'all had disagreements and you just didn't know how to either one, shut the fuck up or just leave them alone. Preferably, you just didn't want to shut the fuck up because you got to get the last word. See, women, when they get into arguments, a lot of y'all always want to get the last word. And y'all feel, well, I have that right. Was if it was reversed and the man wanted to get the last word, oh, he's emotional. Oh, you acting girly. Oh, you need a hug or something. You lacking some kind of now you're getting questions of your manhood and shit like that. If a man tries to get the last word in, because it's supposed to be this unwritten law that if a man does that, it's not as good or acceptable as if a woman does it. I don't see no equality in that, and I sure see a lot of selective equality. I will say this. I know it's really equal across the whole plains, especially us as black people. Black people, we equally have a problem. I don't care how smart you think you are. I don't care how educated you might think we have accomplished. I don't care where you traveled. I don't care what materialistic things that you bought. I know one thing that's equal within us as a whole across the board, and it's the lack of understanding with ourselves as individuals and the people that's around us, and the lack of therapy that really needs to be held at a higher esteem than what it is. And I get it. A lot of people think, well, hey, I can work these problems out myself. I can do all these things. So I've set my mind to, which we can. We can accomplish anything that we set our minds to. Look at history. Look at the circumstances of our ancestors before us that had way less advantage in society as we did and what they've accomplished. That's if y'all read a book or if y'all know how to read a book. Because how the school systems are over these years, hell, a lot of us is raising the next wave of illiterate ass motherfuckers. They don't know shit about nothing but turning up and being lit. These your children. All right. I'm sorry that they're gonna be around my children. And if they are, they're not gonna be around that long. Especially when I see how the parents are moving and I see how their kids are moving. My kids is gone to go. Sorry. My last wave of children, they're not gonna deal with the shit that all of us have been dealing with and seeing and trying to accept in society. No. And if you're a caring person, if you care about your legacy, if you care about your children, you will want them to be 10 times better than you ever was anyway. And if not, then something's wrong with you. I think the worst thing that I've ever seen is a parent being actually jealous of their child for whatever reasons that they having this feeling. Like, how can you actually sit here as a parent and have some form of jealousy or animosity towards something that you produced, that you brought into this world? That's some mentally ill shit. And that's not just for black folks. That's just for people in general. I done seen it in all different backgrounds and ethnic groups and shit like that. It's not just, before I go any further, I'm not a red pillar. I'm not no manosphere, content creator. I am an advocate for the black man, for the brother. You know what I'm saying? I am an advocate for that, but I am more of a traditionalist of understanding that I really want what's best for us as a nation of people. But we have problems. And this selective equality ain't helping it that much at all. Because the only thing is proving is that more and more in society's eyes, in media's eyes, is that the black man ain't shit and the black woman can get away with whatever the fuck she want to get away with. Because she's a woman. Because she has this thing about her that she can birth children. Fuck, a rat can give birth to a child. A pig can have little piglets. A dog can have puppies. But what's so funny about those things that I just mentioned, even in the animal kingdom, as far as these other animals, other than humans, these animals know their places and their roles in their societies. Just like in the society of lions, they know where the male lion stands. They know where the lioness stands. Yeah, it's the lioness the hunter. Yep, she's the hunter to feed her cubs and her family. And she'll go down to the ground to make sure she bring that food home. But that lion, as y'all we always seen him laying around and just chilling. Let something happen in his circle with an intruder and see what that lion does. See, they have their balances and their roles, and they don't overstep it for whatever reason. And this don't happen that often. The king dies. The male lion is gone. So now the lioness and her children are still there. Now this other lion that's been watching from the bushes, been watching from the trees, been watching from the caves. All you seeing is eyeballs and teeth. Was watching. Now he's about to take over the family. He wants that lioness. If that lioness goes for it, you know what that lion does to her children? They either kill him or they send him off in the wilderness. I ain't about to deal with this because in his eyes, that ain't equal. If I'm getting with you, everything starts from point zero right here. All this other shit, I ain't trying to hear. It happens. It's funny how our society has gotten so twisted with these laws and these actions and these acceptance of things that probably wouldn't have got accepted 30, 40, 50 years ago. And it's not a balance. It's not equal. Just like how a lot of us was duped into believing that being in the civil rights movement was going to be a good thing, was going to be a movement in the changing of the dynamic of us as a nation, us as a people. Our people didn't fought wars. We didn't march. We didn't took beat downs. We didn't dealt with hangings. We didn't dealt with lynchings. We didn't dealt with motherfuckers cutting shit off and putting them in jars as souvenirs. So-called laws were passed, so-called amendments was written, and it still don't mean a hill of beans. An amendment does not overshadow the Declaration of Independence in this country. It never has. It never will. And two, someone, because laws change and get rewritten every 6 months to a year. That little document I just said that all of us in school had to learn and know about ain't never been rewritten, ain't never been updated, ain't never been re-edited or anything. It still says that the black slave, the black, however they worded it in there, is considered 3/5 of a man, subhuman, cattle, commerce, something that can be bought and traded and slaughtered whenever they felt like the need of some negress tonight. But we strive so hard to be equal. What was equal about that? That's another story for another time. I'm quite sure once I give my opinions about certain things like that in history, I'm quite sure a lot of y'all are either going to look at me a different way or probably unfriend and leave me alone. And I would prefer for those that are not really true to yourselves to do the second thing and get the fuck away from me. Because see, this is nothing equal that's going on out here. There's nothing equal that's going on in our communities. There's nothing equal going on in our life. It's selective. These things pick and chooses what is accepted and what's not. And it's running our communities into a mud, into the ground, into a hellfire. It ain't good. It's only gonna get worse. A lot of y'all don't see it because y'all too busy trying to get lit. Or y'all a vibe. Or y'all, whatever the fuck else slow shit y'all wanna call these little sayings about how you express yourself. I don't understand when someone says, "Oh, how are you as a person?" Well, I'm a vibe. What the fuck is that? With you a rhythm on pieces of paper that's like music, like chords and shit like that? Like, what the fuck is that? What's it about? What does that mean? Who told y'all that shit? See, we can adorn and take on all these stupid ass sayings and negative stereotypes and all this chaotic bullshit just because it's socially popular on social media and don't care about where this came from, what this is really about, what it really means, and what is it going to do for us as a whole. Or unless some of y'all just ain't. I know some of y'all just don't worry about that kind of shit. Y'all worrying about the next party. Y'all worrying about the next turn up. You're worrying about the next fight that happened that, y'all just happen to be there to record it, shit like that. All these things. This selective fucking equality that I'm seeing over this last few period, really. But here recently, I didn't see and heard some of the worst. And I don't know some of y'all might get offended behind this. And I don't know, I probably might get reported. I probably might get, flagged on YouTube, as well as, motherfuckers getting their feelings on Facebook. But I'm gonna say this. This is the month of gay pride, right? Y'all got the whole month. Y'all just doing y'all thing. Y'all just recently had y'all parade and all that other shit where all y'all can run amok. But I can recall here recently, I don't know exactly when, but I kind of felt a certain way about it because, okay, you guys have your lifestyle, you have your beliefs, just like everyone in this world has. You have your beliefs. No one can take that away from you. Your belief is your belief. But there are other people out here that have their beliefs as well. And just as much as y'all have made this whole thing a political and a social and an economical thing now in society, where all these states that honor you, skittle crew ass motherfuckers, and let y'all run amok and run up and down the street acting like straight heathens. I mean, okay, that's cool. That's what y'all want to do. Okay. But when the heterosexuals said, well, hey, we're proud about our beliefs, we're proud about our preference and what we like. Some of us, we still believe in the nuclear family where the man and the woman that makes children, builds legacies, teaches them, then they grow up and do the same thing and continue and continue and continue. See, the other side, y'all done twisted the game. Because before, y'all was just taking it up each other's asses and scissoring each other. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. But now y'all done made a big deal about things. Y'all got certain rights. Y'all feel that, hey, I can adopt children too. I'm not trying to, or get an artificial inseminations and shit like this. Fucking the brat clown. But that's y'all allowed to do that. We can't talk about those things in a negative light. It's called hate speech. But when another group of people can see a black man or a black woman and call them a nigga violently, jump them just because they are who they are, oh, that ain't a hate crime or hate speech. We have a very small amount of so-called hate crimes that went in our favor. Selective equality. That you fucking throw a fucking biscuit at one of them people in that rainbow community. You going down for a hate crime. Where's the equality? Where's the balance? Can anybody answer that question? Think about that for a second. I'll be right back, yo. All right. I wasn't trying to stay gone too long. I know some of y'all get kind of like, short attention spans, I sometimes ramble on and on. And, sometimes a lot of y'all don't get the point of what I be saying because you don't give it enough time to, to understand it. And I get it because sometimes I've done it myself. I ain't perfect. And I ain't about to sit up here and say, oh, I know everything or everything's supposed to revolve around how I feel. I mean, I do have an understanding of life. I do have an understanding of structure and focus and things like that. But no, I don't know everything. Sometimes I have been wrong. A lot of people can't admit when they're wrong. That's another one of our problems. Selective equality. But anyway, as far as what I was just saying and talking about, a lot of heterosexuals, we like, hey, we would like to have a pride parade. We want to celebrate celebrating the nuclear families and the structure of a man and a woman. This is what we were taught in the Bible. This is what we was taught all through our lives. Keep in mind, y'all, this whole lifestyle that some of y'all living was considered a mental illness in society up into the 80s. When y'all just kept doing what y'all was doing to push it as a sign of the times, a thing of the times. Now y'all can just be so free and happy and carefree and gay. Now y'all want to say y'all was born that way. And, it's all good. I knew when I was 7 years old, Billy knew that he wanted to be Belisha. Sasha knew, when she was 10, that, she wanted to be Timmy. Y'all just saying these things and try to come up with so-called statistics to try to justify that shit. And in reality, no. I'm sorry. I don't believe that shit. I'm not going to sit here and have people say, oh, well, yeah, it can genetically be, or it can just naturally happen. No. I wasn't 13 years old playing strikeout in the playground with all the guys, pitching, thinking like, damn, I really wish Charles could just give me a reach around right now. I really didn't think those kind of thoughts, okay? I didn't think that wearing my mother's shoes and skirt and bra was cute, running around the house. I didn't think, and this shit happened. I remember one time I was like maybe 6 or 7 years old, and some of my family members actually put a wig on me and took pictures. I remember the pictures. I was a cute little boy, so yeah, with the hair and stuff like that. I've always had long hair. I used to get in fights when I was a kid anyway, because my hair was long as shit naturally. They put a wig on me, trying to make me, you know. When I look at that in retrospect, that's a grooming thing. It wasn't my uncles doing that shit. It wasn't my father doing that shit. It wasn't my granddaddy doing that. Just like my aunt. Some women in my family. And then you wonder why some of these young boys have the problems that they have. Now, luckily, I am who I am, and I know who I am, and I don't have a problem expressing who I am. And that's the last thing. And I've heard some stories, some of you fuck niggas out there in Facebook land. Sorry, YouTube. I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all good people so far. Y'all ain't showed me no ill will. But there's some of you Facebook motherfuckers that always be on my page lurking, always be watching, always be listening to other motherfuckers talk. Y'all just think y'all know everything about me, and you have not a clue who the fuck you dealing with. Not a clue. I fuck with you if you fuck with me. That's it. I respect you, you respect me. That's it. You live your life, I live mine. You do your thing, I do my thing. And that's it. I keep it pushing. I ain't here to stop what you're doing, but what's so fucked up about how things is going and shifting and moving and happening right now? This selective equality and not true equality that's going on amongst us as people. You know, that idea got shot down as far as having a straight pride, a heterosexual pride parade. Why? I heard some stories and some excuses of why it got turned down, which was pretty like disturbing. You know, it was said that having a straight pride is like degrading and trying to incite some kind of behavior that's not positive. And there's all kind of different excuses and words, word salad, as they say, in the hood, bullshit, fuck shit, horse shit, all that shit, you know. But y'all can have it. But what's so crazy, every goddamn year, every year, y'all motherfuckers had this parade. Y'all have y'all little celebrations. You have your little parties in the parks and whatever the fuck y'all doing. It always ends up in these different pockets of the city. Some drama amongst y'all. Y'all cut up. When y'all get to fighting, when y'all get to cutting up, y'all be cutting the fuck up. I saw some females that was on a train that went to this event and went to all the little events and shit, just straight beating each other on the train. Just beating each other. There used to be a club that used to be here in Chicago. And for those that's on the YouTube side that don't know, hey, I'm from the wonderful city of Chicago, which I still call Chi-Town. I don't honor that Chirac shit that y'all been saying for years, because y'all, the energy y'all put out with that, it shows. I don't honor that. I'm from a different circle of Chicagoans here. I'm old, like a lot of y'all say. I'm old. Yes, I am very proud of it. We'll be 52 in August. I'm proud that I wasn't robbing and stealing at 12 and 13 and 14, taking people's shit, getting shot in the back. Yeah, I'm proud that I made it to 21 and actually knew how to read, graduated out of high school. I didn't finish college, but I went to college. I've experienced what it is to be in the higher learning circles and societies. I just felt I had to do other things and go in a different direction. I didn't get kicked out. Well, I kind of fucked up, but yeah, I still experienced those things. I'm sorry I didn't wait till I was 25. Now I want to be a kingpin and get shot up through the cartel and some shit. I'm sorry I hit 40 and was just trying to live my life and get some more better direction and get my life in order without all the ups and downs that's been happening up to that point. I'm sorry that I grew this old. I'm sorry I have children and grandchildren and can be proud to say that. I'm sorry that some of y'all think I'm old. Bitch, you better hope you get that fucking far. Not only get that far, still be useful. We are as useful as our actions and our attitudes and our behaviors. If you ain't shit, motherfucker, when you was 20, oh, you definitely gonna be an ain't shit motherfucker when you're 50. Maybe even worse. If you make it that far. You might do some shit to get yourself put your lights out. It's like this whole situation with this Carlicia Hood shit. Right here in the great city of Chicago, where dysfunction is all to the hoods, where this more and more every day, I look at how the family structure was and what it started to become and the aftermath of it all. Us Generation X, people, generation, we had the luxury for a large amount of us to still have a nuclear family in our household. Daddy, mama, husband, wife, or even if it was the occasional that's high school sweethearts that just stayed together for fucking decades and had a whole family, never got married, bought houses, bought cars, raised their kids. Kids went on to do good things. They grew up and they started their own families. It's still some families out here in our community that has actually done that and stayed on that. Love their family tradition, love their family interaction, love their family structure. There's a lot that did that. Then you got the motherfuckers that didn't care about all that wanted to be on their own, that wanted to break away from the rules and the regulations of their elder parents. Well, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it how I want to do it, and I'm gonna raise my kids the way I want to raise them, with or without the man. And as that started becoming more acceptable in the communities, because back in the day, it wasn't acceptable for a young lady to have a child and the husband wasn't that far behind, if that situation somewhat happened. You know what I'm saying? You was kind of looked at sideways and, it wasn't that good for you. You was kind of shamed, which that needs to come back into society. We need to bring back shaming. Because a lot of us do some shameful ass shit and just now it's common. We're numb to it. It's just like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I expected that to happen. Yeah, I was there when it happened. And it's just like, whatever. Numb to the fuckery now. You know, we done got so used to these so-called strong, independent women doing their thing, being mama and daddy, as a lot of y'all want to say. And fuck y'all for saying that shit. This is coming, and I don't even give a shit. Yeah, I know it's some fucked up ass daddies out here, but as I said earlier, they was probably so-called fucked up daddies because they probably didn't want to have that child with you in the first place. Did he do the stupid shit to put himself in that situation? Yes, of course, and we're not going to deny that. It would be something different if y'all got together as a couple, you did what you did, you're about to have a child, and he said nothing of the sort of, I'm not ready, I don't think we should do this, none of that shit. It'd be something different if he went through that whole process, right? Up into the birth of the child. Did everything that the expected father is supposed to do at that time, helping you bring forth life that y'all produced. And then y'all get home and he's like, yeah, I'm about to go to the store. And then don't come back. Then I can say he a deadbeat. Then I can say, oh, nigga, you ain't shit. Then I can say, man, bro, you foul as shit for that. That I can understand. Man, throw him up under the bus. Put him on blast. Post posters, because, you know, we didn't have internet back in the early days. You know, we had billboards and posters. Yeah, posters, pictures, stickers, and all that shit all over town. That one I can understand. But if he knowingly told you, look, it's not what we should be doing right now. We should, yeah, it's fucked up that night. I know you had that crown roll. I smoked that joint. We popped that pill. We hit that crown and all that other bullshit. And it got heated that night. And you said the stupid magic words that get every nigga in their feelings at that moment. And that's, oh, come at me. Fuck. Get us every time, dummies. Get us every time, dummies. That gets us every time, dummies. Use your other head, bro. You can't tell me you ain't never been in that situation, brother. The motherfucker, you was in that situation, the motherfucker told you that shit, and you said, you know what? Oh. Some of y'all dodged the bullet. So a lot of y'all didn't. That's why you're in the situations that you was in the situations in, because like I said, as time went on, as a whole nuclear family started to fall apart, and now everyone's independent. Women is equal to men. This whole feminist movement thing that y'all want to put out, that it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And it wasn't intended for us as a gender to be totally equal with each other. It was a lot of it was to fucking appease your fucking complaints. Because you bitched and moaned about it long enough. And I understand. Y'all didn't have certain rights that y'all felt y'all deserved to have. Okay. Can't argue that. I can't argue that. Y'all didn't have a right to vote. But y'all had it better than the slaves. Women in this country. Well, other women. Sorry, black ladies. This movement wasn't for y'all. They just tricked y'all into it because there's more money involved. Stupid. Now look at us. Everybody's a boss, bitch. Everybody's independent. Everybody's dual parents in one, as far as you ladies. But our kids are more violent and less educated than what has ever been in the last 50 years. Across the board. Not just here in Chicago. How y'all feel about that? Are y'all proud about that? You wanted your freedom. You wanted your independence. You wanted your statuses, your little quotes, your little I'm lit, I'm a vibe, I'm a boss, I'm independent, I'm all that. You're all that. Our children are failing. Some of our children that have become grown-ups doing that whole fuckery are failing. They can't emotionally deal with life. They can't emotionally deal with situations. They can't emotionally or intelligently put themselves in a better position because everything is just this rah, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, all that shit attitude. Are we really doing better? But we wanted equality. But we're making ourselves look even worse in society. People, black people. Where's the equality of that? When other ethnic groups, they have children that go astray and do stupid shit and get themselves in situations, majority of the time, they have some kind of help for them, counseling, all that. We're too proud to feel that we need counseling. We're too bullheaded to think that we don't really have a problem in our communities. We want to keep blaming each other for a bigger problem that a lot of us keep turning our backs on and not really truthfully admitting why we're the way we are right now. Fucking crazy. It's crazy. But this whole Kalisha Hood shit is a perfect example of selective equality. I know all y'all heard the story. I've seen a lot of y'all give y'all opinions about this and that, about the whole thing. Apparently over the weekend, man and woman got into an altercation at a Maxwell's. It turned verbal, then turned physical, then turned deadly. Woman got arrested, the one that was assaulted originally, because we're not going to just try to look at it just one side. We're going to look at the whole side. Yeah, was she physically assaulted? Yeah. Yeah, she was. Did this man throw the first blow? Yeah, he did. Were they going back and forth in verbal altercation? Yeah, they did. So I guess women, y'all equality right now. A lot of you women. Now I'm not saying all women, but a lot of you women. I guess your equality is that you can talk just as reckless and ignorant to a man as a man can, right? I mean, I guess so. Because you do it all the time. And the first thing to come out y'all mouth is, who gonna check me? First thing to come out y'all mind is, out your mouth. Who gonna check me? I say what I want. I do what I want. If I'm gonna slap you up, punch you, nigga, I'm a woman, nigga. What's up? Bah! A lot of y'all women think like that. Okay. You got that. Someone offends you, someone wrongs you, someone does something disrespectful. Not throwing it out the window. Not at all. But when you put yourself in a situation where shit can escalate, shit can get real greasy, shit can get real violent. Somebody out the situation needs to have cooler heads. I mean, somebody. Maybe the argument that they had was petty. Maybe they had history. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of different stories. I don't know the whole story. I've heard what I've heard, and I've gotten bits and pieces here and there. But ultimately, what I'm not agreeing with is that the fact that a 14-year-old boy took this man's life that assaulted his mother in broad daylight in a public restaurant in the city of Chicago. And as wrong as it was for him to initially put his hands on her instead of just being a real man and walking away. Especially if she didn't put her hands on him, because you can talk all you want, even though, and this is a true statement, your mouth don't write a check your ass can't cash, meaning that your mouth sometimes can get you put in situations that you really should have thought twice about. A lot of times your mouth can get you fucking caught up. But what happened, this was the reverse side of it. His physical actions got him caught up. And now he's no longer here. And some of y'all even have to immediate gall to joke about it. Like it's fucking funny. Y'all thought it was funny that this man got shot down by a 14-year-old boy. Some of y'all thought it was funny. And it wasn't. Because let's reverse it right now. Let's flip the scenario right now. What if homeboy would have been on some John Wick shit? And the minute that motherfucker came up in that damn restaurant, he pulled out his shit and blasted everybody up in the store, including a 14-year-old boy, his mama, and anybody else who wanted to help. Which really, the other patrons that was in the fucking restaurant, they got the fuck out of there. And this is like a normal thing. Y'all are normalized in the city of Chicago at any given time. Somebody or someone shooting in a public fucking business. Y'all have normalized this shit now. So no one's gonna try to help de-escalate that situation. No one's gonna try to jump in to that situation. Fuck no. I done seen too many motherfuckers getting between two people arguing, and then them motherfuckers turn around and kill them because they got into their business. We done seen that story too many times in the city. Motherfuckers done went hog wild. They doing motherfucking ultimate fighting shit on each other out in the street. Somebody try to intervene to break them up, and they fucking off dude. Just for helping. Try to de-escalate the situation. That person had to lose his life. How equal is that? How equal is that? So the whole shit happened. Son come in blasting. Shot him in the back twice. So that means he was going away from him and not towards him. Because anybody in a right mind, when they see a gun, whether they believe it's loaded or not, is going to fucking try to get the hell away. They ain't even gotta fucking know if it's loaded or not. Sometimes it might not even be loaded, but just the sight of seeing a motherfucker in the streets with a gun, acting like he about to shoot it, motherfuckers getting the fuck up out of there. What y'all got going on? That's what you mean. I'm gone. I ain't got shit to do with that. I got to go. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me y'all ain't never had that situation happen. Tell me y'all ain't just get low. Y'all didn't try to stop the situation, motherfucker, trying to shoot up at somebody else. Y'all ain't try to break that shit up. Y'all try to get the fuck up out of there. A lot of y'all don't fucking break up fights. Y'all pull out y'all phones and record the shit and post it so y'all can get some likes and some fucking clicks and views and try to get something to go fucking viral because you're a fucking internet slut. All you care about is just the dilemmas, the calamities and the dramas of social media that try to get some kind of fucking acknowledgement or attention. Ain't none of y'all trying to teach nothing, show nothing, build nothing, help nothing. Little fake ass little help some of y'all be doing out here in these streets. This little half ass little community things that some of y'all do. Y'all do it for one day and the motherfuckers are suffering for the next 6 months to a year. It'd be something different if a lot of us out here that were doing these certain things for our people, so to speak, made it a mainstay. Put some work and some time into it. Really organized it where it's just a continuous thing and those people are getting a service that not only is helping them, but enlightening them and making them grow into a better situation. A lot of us like to do these little community little things just for some clicks and views, post pictures, and I did this. Okay, that's great. You fed some homeless people. You gave some clothes. You might give some toiletries. You might give some toys. Might, all that. How often do you do it? Are you just doing it just to get some kind of self satisfaction at that moment, or are you doing it to build something in that community to really help those people? See, the Panthers, they just wasn't doing shit once every 6 months. They wasn't throwing community services 4 times in a 12-month span. They were doing that shit every day. Whether it was the morning breakfast drive, the lunch drive, the dinner drive, every day. If they had the means and the resources and the location, they made it happen. They did the work. They did their time. They helped out. Those free clinics that y'all go to right now, you wouldn't have them if it wouldn't have been for them. WIC, a lot of y'all ladies get, that y'all so independent because of them. Black men that want to really do something for their families and their communities until this selective equality came in. The only reason why I'm saying that is because that's just the beginning of the end. Once that whole situation broke down, once we started losing respect as men, brothers, in our communities, it was the beginning of the end for us. Yo, I know some of us, we was playing Russian roulette with the cock wheel, and a lot of us shouldn't. I know a lot of us is regretting that shit. Trust me, I understand. We all have our regrets. We have to deal with what we've dealt with. You have to deal with the cards that you was dealt, and try to do the best you can. But this selective equality is going to shit because this woman gets off. True enough, the 14-year-old did what he did. I'm not going to get into the whole story because it's going to go on and on. And like I said, I ain't trying to stay here too long. But what I will say is this: we could talk about it probably on another time when I get more information. So I'm only going to talk about what I know. I'm not going to just come up with my own self analysis and all that other shit. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to just say for what I know. What I do know is this: man is gone. Youth deleted the man, and the mama got off on it because it was self defense, which in a sense, yes, it was. It was self defense. But this is where I have a problem with ladies. You ladies have a really big problem putting your children in grown adults' problems. Now, it'd be something different if he was 18 and up, 18, 25, 30. Some shit like that happen. I can understand. But a child, 14-year-old boy, and y'all good with that. A lot of y'all making memes of dude. Y'all think that shit's funny? What if that was your brother? What if that was your son? As bad and fucked up as you know your son was, you gonna get on social media and say how good of a man he was, how much of a father he was. You gonna just do all that shit. Somebody's brother, somebody's father, somebody's uncle, someone's child. as fucked up and mentally disturbed as he was still somebody's child who raised him. Bet you 9 times out of 10 it was some independent single woman that raised him. Father wasn't around. Whether the father wanted that situation or the situation just didn't work out and she took the high road and took advantage of public assistance instead of a man and fucked up the whole structure of the family, like a lot of you women do. I really hope that one day a lot of you ladies that take advantage of these Section 8s and this child support and all these little government little whatevers and your snaps and your EBTs and all that shit that y'all get just for the fact that y'all have children and you ain't married and the daddy ain't around. The daddies ain't around because a lot of y'all got more than one motherfucker. You don't have more than one motherfucker bust up in your ass with your nasty ass. Y'all can't compare the sexual prowess of a man to a woman. But y'all keep doing that too. That's a discussion for another time too. It's not equal. But y'all want to selectively make it equal. Those are things that more subjects to talk about and try to discuss. And like I say, some of y'all just watch. Y'all don't really say shit. You're probably in your feelings. And it's probably a situation that, what I'm talking about, I've been talking about, you probably didn't dealt with it yourself and don't know how to express the issue. And that's understandable. And I'm not holding that against you. But there is a problem within our community. We want all these great things for ourselves, but we selectively want to do these things. Now, let this whole situation with this been reversed, and there was a man and the woman assaulted the man, and then the man's child came and took that damn broad out. The man who was the start of the whole situation would have went to jail, got charged, and went to prison. You won't have some motherfucker. I understand the whole, well, he's a man and she's a woman. Yeah, that's true. But like I said, if it was reversed, meaning if those two adults got into it and that man's child under 15 with a gun shot the bitch down twice in the back like Billy the Kid. Y'all fucked that man up. And the motherfucking kid that did it. Y'all wouldn't care. Oh, he coerced her. He coerced him to do that to that woman. Just like the woman did to the boy. If there's one thing I do know about this story, she texted him before they even had any physical altercation or verbal altercation to come and shoot this motherfucker. And then asked the boy to shoot the woman that the man was with. And she gets off. And y'all don't see a problem with that. Selective equality. Some of you ladies out here that are evil as shit are getting away with fucking bullshit. And it gotta stop. Men, that makes bad decisions, that don't know how to emotionally you rather emotionally respond instead of logically reacting. We have to stop doing that, brothers. We have to learn to stop emotionally reacting instead of logically responding. Or you will always be put in that kind of situation or worse, or jail. It'd be something different if you logically responded, and then some fuck shit happened to you, then you having all means, all rights to defend yourself. Then it'd be a different twist to the story. But just up and just put your hands on somebody because of the words that come out their mouth. Women do it too. If you gotta put your hands on somebody just because of the things that these persons said out of their mouth, whether it was true or not, whether it was hurtful or not, whether it was fucked up or not, if they didn't touch you, you really shouldn't put your hands on them. I know some of y'all, man, you a punk. You walked away from that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Walking away from a escalated argument, a dispute, can save your life. It can save your freedom. You can turn a bad situation into a better solution by just letting it go. You can't work it out at that time, let it go. Cooler heads should have prevailed in that situation. The broad could have fucking called the police. Let the law handle it. Trust me. They don't have a problem jumping down on you brothers in Chicago. Trust me. They'll come 40 smoking. A woman holding her eye all swollen and leaking and shit, crying and hollering, talking about 911, talking about this man hit me, I'm such and such, and y'all tell it all. Oh, they'd be there in 10 minutes or less. It'd motherfucker be 2 patrol cars a block down. They'll whoop right in. Could have handled it that way. But no. You wanted to get your child involved in grown folk business. Even though we can't blame the child, but we blame the mama. See, like my girl Messy Michonne and a few other people I be seeing on these other sites and platforms, yeah, we judge over here. Yeah, we judge over here. Could call the fucking police, bitch. You saw the witnesses wasn't trying to get involved because the shit was, it wasn't just one-sided either. But was he wrong for what he did? Ultimately, to kick more of the drama off, yeah, he was. And that's fucked up. But I understand it's hard when, some of these old rockhead ass boys get raised by some of you trifling ass bitches. That have no structure, have no drive, no focus. Lazy as shit. don't really want to build a better life for your children because it's all about you and your turn up and your lifestyle. I done seen too many kids get caught up in street shit because they mamas didn't want to stay their punk asses in the house because they couldn't deal with their own fucking children. Well, bitch, you had them. You had them. You took advantage of the situation, of the system. Was you got your housing, your food, and your money, and you leave them by themselves, or you just throw them off on whoever you want to throw them off on. You don't teach them shit. How many of you bitches read to y'all children? How many of you ladies sit down and help your children with their homework? How many of you ladies actually spend time with your children? Let them experience things other than a phone and a television, just so they can get the fuck out your face. How many of you ladies actually teach your children to stay out of grown folks' business, especially when they're talking to grown folks? We couldn't do half the shit you bitch ass fuckers kids be doing now. Back in the day, when we were them kids' age, think we could walk in on Big Mama and Uncle Nook Nook and Ray Ray and Skillet, Elmo and Minoso, and all them having grown folk talk. You think they gonna just let us just walk in 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 years old and be sitting in a fucking room with them while they having their own grown shit? They gonna say, bitch, get the fuck out the room. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You young motherfuckers that call me old, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Because your mama's doing no shit like that because they was entertaining that bullshit. They had like 4, 5, 20 different niggas coming in and out the house. Y'all used to have them little juke parties. And they never told your ass to go to sleep and you out there dancing with them and they think it's fun. Y'all thought it was fun. Really, that wasn't where y'all was supposed to be at. That's where the lines got blurred with children and parents, especially you single mothers. Y'all rather have your kids as your friend, especially some of your kids, your daughters, ladies. Y'all want to share makeup, share clothes. Y'all want to post selfies on Instagram and all this other shit. Some of you bitches even have OnlyFans with your own daughters. Y'all some sick hoes. But as men, let us do that with our son. Y'all gonna call us all kinds of weird. Billy and his son has an OnlyFans page? What the fuck? Billy and his son? And his son's grown. They're wearing each other's clothes. What? Billy and his son are swapping with 2 women, you know. I'm going on. I could go on and on, but I'm not. So hold on for 1 second. But what I will say, I do appreciate all those that has been supporting the channel on YouTube. All those, that's been, I really would love it for you guys to subscribe, more to the channel. I would really love it. It would really make my day if you guys did that. Okay? And put the word out for the Black Bottom Roscast. And like I say, you guys can sit up here and give me ideas, and definitely you guys can give me more ideas for future like shows and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not gonna keep too long. But you are here at the Roscast. Good night. We are out. If y'all got anything to talk about, man, hit me up on YouTube on Black Bottom Roscast at gmail.com. And shoot me an email. For those that's on Facebook, hit the inbox. Let's interact a little bit more. Like I say, I'm going to get some more stuff to really make this platform more aggressive. But, I'm struggling right now, man. I need help, need support, and some of y'all don't do it. But it's okay, though. We still Black Bottom Roscast, and we going to keep growing. We going to keep going to the top. So, hey, with all that being said, I want you to never want as long as you live and live as long as you want. Peace out. Every Monday, let me know if y'all want me to do more time, more days, and some other times, we do some shorts, do some short videos, stuff like that, throughout the week sometimes. I try to get in as much as I can, but I stay real busy, so I try my best. But hey, appreciate all those that's tuned in tonight. Throw the word out. Black Bottom Roscast every Monday, 8 p.m. Central Time. Cause I'm addicted to you and I realize with the way I follow, no need to say what we are heading now. Good night to all those that tuned in, man. I appreciate all the love. Shout out to my moderator, shout out to Kane, shout out to OG Funk Size. Peace and blessing to all those that tuned in on the Facebook side. Shout out to everybody else on the YouTube side doing what they do. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Hey, have a blessed remainder of the week. Stay positive out here, y'all. Stay out this bullshit. Stay on focus. Get y'all focus in order. Come on now. We all can make it if we try. We all can make it if we try. Yo, and